Hello and Happy New Year to everybody. It's been a fantastic Christmas and festive period, but it is nice to get into the new year. I, for one, am glad to see the back of 2024. If you may recall, some of you may have seen our last video where we actually went Stabiliser cow shopping, and these are actually delivered last Friday. And this is kind of a part 2 video just showing you guys how they're settling in and what we think of them. So that's the purpose of this week's video. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you to everyone that already has. As you can see, I've got my Kubota hat on and I'm actually being chauffeur driven today because Mrs. Beef Farmer is driving me down right now to Stabilisers, and here she comes. She will feature in this video with some questions. That's the transport. As you can see, here they are, all settled in quite nicely, and you'll see Sandy's currently doing a little job. I'll ask her what she's doing so you can explain, Sandy, for the benefit of everyone on YouTube.
Some of these are the new additions from last week. You probably saw last week's episode where we went cow shopping. They're now home with us. And we've put them with the other group of stabilisers. So what I've been doing is I've been coming twice a day with some silage on the back of the Kubota there, just to get them quiet and just so they can know me better and just sort of interact with them a bit more, because they'll start calving mid-March. So I just want them to be able to be used to me a bit more, and then as they go further up, we'll start putting bales out then, so it'll last them longer. But like I said, I come twice a day, just to get a bit more sort of social interaction, so they know me. I mean, they're pretty quiet as it is anyway, but there's nothing worse than having an animal that's skitty, and they just take one look at you and they've gone even before you've moved. So like I said, I'll probably do this for about another week now, and just spend a bit of time with them, just interacting, and it might sound a bit weird and a bit strange, but it just makes my life and your life a lot easier in the long run, especially when we start calving. They'll be calving outside, so last thing I want them to do is to run off. Sorry, the camera is here. The last thing I want them to do is to run off. As I'm going around them, I just want them to know it's me, and and not to fear.
So what difficulties have you experienced with them in the last few days? Look at the camera, not at the sun.
As you can see, we're in a field that we call the Long Meadow. Fencing's not brilliant, but until we actually reseed this section, and re-fence it as well and improve it, this is where they are. And at the top there's about 10 acres of just woodland and scrub, and this is where the stabilisers that we bought last year, this is where that they came until they started calving, and the woodland up there is absolutely brilliant. It offers them shade and shelter out of the harsh elements that we have down here.
So this is an old lay, as you can see.
Yeah.
You may think, oh, it's hopeless. The thing is, these animals have got good grass conversion rates regardless of what they're eating. They are hardier than your typical continental, so it does, and also they're in calf.
Yeah.
So we don't want them putting on too much condition pre-calving. We want them looking well, but you don't want them putting too much on. But then
obviously they need obviously if they're out as well, you don't want them taking cover off the back really. No. That's my point is that if they're going to be out, they need that cover on them. But since they've been here, when did they come? They come just before Christmas.
Was it last Friday?
No, just before Christmas. Yeah, just before Christmas that they come. So we saw them, picked what we wanted, and then came home a few days later. So we put them in this long meadow that we call here, and it's got a woodland as well. And so they're all mixed in together now, and they seem quite happy and content. However, they seem to have found some hole somewhere up the woods at the back. Now the woods is like that, and you can't get a bike up there, you can't get a gator, and I certainly don't want to be walking up there, but I think I'm going to have to. So these stabes, they've actually found some sort of hole to get through. Again, this area needs re-fencing entirely. So anyway, they found this hole, and they've made it back through some of the fields, and there was 3 of them kindly standing outside the front door this morning.
They just keep coming back.
And they don't do anything, they just stand there just looking. So like I say, they're really quiet, but they're just a pain in the ass at the minute.
Well, they're just cows, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just cows. But so we've had 6 now that have joined the rest of them.
Yeah, he told me that I wasn't allowed to go crazy and buy a load. So he said that I could have 4.
Yeah.
But then we compromised on 6. So as I said last week, happy wife,
if I hadn't
happy life.
put the brakes on you, you'd have come home with all of them.
Well, yeah.
There was 12 of them, I think.
Yeah.
And trust me, we would love to have bought them all, but space is an issue.
Yeah, and money as well, because we need to, like re-fence, reseed. We have another section of the farm that we want to re-fence and reseed this year to improve.
You just can't do it all.
Yeah, but like the local contractor who's done a bit of work for us, he was here when he was 16, ploughing some of these fields up, and it's never been touched since. And that was, how old's Gareth? I'm going to say he's 50, but I know he's going to kill me, so I'm going to say he's 46, just to play it safe. So they've probably not been reseeded in like 30 odd years. They've not been touched, and as everyone knows,
30 years.
30 years.
Because he said he was about 6 when he came here last.
No, 16 he was.
Oh, was he? Oh.
Yeah, because he ploughed the top fields himself.
Yeah, but
Anyway, Gareth will correct us on that one.
They plough at any age.
So I've lost my train of thought now.
I think we've summed up that they've settled in. They do know how to navigate the farm now, because they've had enough experience of navigating all the fence ways that are broken. So they're here eating. You can just see them. They're all looking quite well. I think
They look brilliant.
quite pleased with them.
More than happy. Hi baby, this is a new one. Aren't you, baby? Oh yeah. Here you go.
Finish talking.
Unless you've got any more.
So Sandy's going to carry on putting the rest of the silage out there. You can see they're very grateful of it. As you say, there's nothing in the grass now really at all.
No.
And so they need it. They need supplementary silage.
So we're just bringing them silage, and they've also got a high energy feed block as well. And then they're due to calve sort of mid-March, so middle of January we'll bring them in, weigh them, and bolus them as well ahead of calving, just to negate any issues with calves and calving really, especially on those trace element deficiencies.
While they're eating tidily in a row,
I'm
going to take this camera off the tripod. Yes, I have a tripod. And just go around the back so everyone can see the back of them. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Here they are. New cows. You can see they're a little bit smaller because they're a bit younger. In fact, they're a year behind the others. Yeah, we're very pleased with them. Very pleased with them indeed. But as I said in the video, this is a very old lay. I don't think this has been turned over for a very, very, very long time. But doesn't mean to say that it's not useful for what we need. It's actually very useful. It's a dry piece of ground in this area, and it's perfect for wintering cattle out, because if we do sort of make a bit of a mess here, it's not the end of the world, because it is an old ley. But I don't think they're going to make that much of a mess here, to be honest with you. The last storm we had, you can probably see there's a tree down over there, just there, and there's a lot of trees here that need to be sorted out and felled. But it's all time, money, and slowly. As you can see, we're in the bottom of the valley here, in the bottom of the Cwm in Welsh they call it, and there's a big hill behind us providing some shelter, and woodland there as well, amongst woodland over there that they can go into. So it's actually a perfect spot to winter cattle like these, in my opinion. Yeah.
Got all that to go to.
So they're here and they're settling in, and we'll explain what we're doing and why they're on this bit of land. But what's the next step for these stabilisers? Can you tell everyone?
We're going to get them all carved down. The heifers, that we bought last year, they've all been sex semen to, I think it's Southside Atomic, is it, or Overcoat?
Atomic, I think.
I think it's Southside Atomic, yeah. So we've gone for sex semen on those, just so we can increase female numbers dramatically. So those 12 that we put in calf in 2024, we're 25 now.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, so they're due to calve down from the 1st of April. Hopefully all bring in heifers. And then obviously with these ones, these have been run with a bull, so there'll be a mix of bulls and heifers on the ground with those.
But we're not going to AI anymore, are we?
No, it was too stressful last year. I was just really conscious, just trying to like keep an eye on anything bulling, anything repeat, and getting our fabulous AI man out to come in AI. Yeah. So big it up for John Phillips, the legend that he is. So yeah, what the plan is for this year now is, come springtime, we're going to go and get a bull to go with these ones here once they've calved down, and the 4 heifer calves that we had in 2024. So yeah, we're going to go and find a bull for those, because I feel that we've got enough numbers now to justify buying a bull.
Yeah. Whereas last year we didn't.
Yeah, so we've got a few sex straws in the tank left over, so we'll probably use those up at some point on something. So I'm gonna fingers crossed next month I'll be doing my my AI course. So I won't be reliant on someone else, and yeah, it'll just add another string to the bow really.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we can sort of like play about with types of bulls, and even on the old the main herd of cows, the motley crew.
So more updates to come soon.
Yeah.
If you've got any other questions, put them in the comments by all means. Sandy will be pleased to answer them. The difficulty that we've got is that this YouTube series I've got is only released once a week on a Thursday. So if you do have any questions, we would like to do a video response to you.
Or suggestions on topic?
Yeah,
maybe?
Suggestions for content. So we had a question on the last video from Graham Kavanagh.
Oh yeah, Graham.
About the boluses that we use, and we would have liked to have done a video back to answer, but it doesn't work quite like that with YouTube. So I'd encourage you all to go and have a look at my other channels and look in the comments as well for our responses. But if you look across my other channels on social media, you might find the answers that you're looking for in there. That's what I would say. Yeah. Dates for the diary in terms of what we're doing with stabilisers on the 6th of Jan this month.
Oh yeah, the
yeah.
6th of January. We're going to We're going to Glangwden Open Day in Treveg in Mid Wales to see their open day, and their guest speaker there is Lee Leachman from Lee Leachman Cattle.
It's the Colorado. He's from Colorado, and Lee Leachman is basically, if he isn't the founding member, he's certainly one of the founding members of the Stabiliser breed in America that has now come over to UK.
We went to an open day last year in Hereford. Is it Nigel? Winnie. And Lee Leachman was there giving a talk, and he was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. So,
well worth a visit.
Yeah, definitely. So that's where we're going next.
Yeah, so the 6th, hopefully if you're interested in this breed and you're in Wales, I would encourage you to go to this Stabiliser Open Day at Glangwden Farm, Treveglois, the Jarman family hosting, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's it from us now.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
No, but like I say, the next step with the stabes now is get them settled in, and then in a couple of weeks, about two months before they calve, we'll be bolusing these and weighing them as well, just to make sure. But just to like record how they're getting on, and the more data you collect, the more information you've got, and the more you can act upon it.
Well, it's important to collect data in this
And you've
day and
also
age.
Kindly subscribed to, is it Herd Watch for me?
Yeah, it's in the process, Rachel. Sorry, if you're watching this, it's been a long time coming. Yeah, it's happening.
He holds the purse strings.
I'm in touch with BCMS about that, so I'll be in touch with you shortly, Rachel. But I think that's it from us for this week. We hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, remember to like and comment and give me some feedback on how it went. And any questions, please feel free to direct them for Sandy, because she's the expert on all of this.
No one say I'm an expert. Don't say that.
If you're minded as well, if you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe. And again, as always, any sort of ideas for content, let me know in the comments and we'll try and put something together for you. But for now, I'll leave you with this quick video walk around of the Stabiliser cattle enjoying their fodder on this nice, sunny, crisp, early January day. Thank you guys, see you soon.